Hello, everyone. I'm Cheldin Barlatt Rumer from This Is It TV.
And I am Fallon-Chlan from Unfiltered Kathy, and this is It Unfiltered. We're back, Cheldin. Woo!
We are back. I'm obsessed. I've missed you so much.
Hiatus, right?
We were on hiatus. It was a seasonal break. We've been just so busy. Kathy has been traveling around the world. It was cruises and all these types
Italy with my husband. I know, and you too.
I know. It's been crazy.
The world.
It's been so
empowering women, Cheldin. You're empowering women, making them feel great about themselves and realizing they're enough.
Oh, my Kathy. Yes. And it's been so good, but it's always great to be back. It's always great to be back. I know you have a bunch of stuff for us to talk about today. There's a lot going on. Fill me in.
I know. It's very sad, friends. Matthew Perry, Chandler Bing passed away suddenly at the age of 54. And Cheldin, when I saw it Saturday night, I was like, what? I had to take a moment, like it came up on a feed. I think it was on Instagram. And I was like, wait, what? I did not believe it, because sometimes you go on these apps and it's fake deaths, forbid that people, but this was real, and my heart just, it stopped. And the funny thing, I've talked about this. My husband is 30 years sober, over 30 years. So sobriety, and he loved Matthew Perry. The book that he just released, Friend, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing, bestseller, and so many people he has helped with that book. It's just
it's awful. It's awful. It's so awful. It's so awful. And I think that there needs to be time and space. Like, my take on it, like they were like, what do the friends think? What, like, everybody just calm down.
And I'm glad they took a moment, the friends.
Let's have a beat. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit later on one of my texts. But like, I just feel like everybody take a beat when these types of things happen. We're so anxious to get content. Like it just everybody just take a beat. Just take a beat.
And I like that the friends cast did it together as a group.
Oh my gosh, as a family.
It took a couple of days, but the people coming out of the woodwork in Hollywood, so kind. They said Perry's humor timing was impeccable, the best they ever worked with. He was doing a project called Mat Man. And it was going to be, it was in the works. It was very hush hush. So the last picture of him on his Instagram was he was in the hot tub. This was 2 days before he passed away. And he said something, bless and love Mat Man. So that people were like, Mat Man, that it was a project he was working on because he loved Batman so much.
Oh my God.
So it was going to be kind of like a superhero kind of thing.
Oh my God.
And they were just, not one person in Hollywood has come forward and said anything.
And I think that that's an interesting, there's so much to be said for that, especially because he did have these substance abuse challenges. The fact that it wasn't, one that gave him a hard time with the studio, or he wasn't fighting with, anyone in that regard. Like, I feel like I feel like that's very hard to come by, to not necessarily have anything.
Yeah, because I watched the Diane Sawyer interview with him, and I just wanted to cry, because this is what he said. He had such a great life, and here were these other kids around his same age, and nobody had this disease but him, and how he struggled with it privately, probably for longer, before the Friends star Jennifer Aniston was the first one to confront him. And we smell it, what's going on. But the fact that he said that his five siblings and everybody at Friends never abandoned him, even when he was at
his
worst. And that to me says something about somebody's like true character.
For sure.
That you are loved like that. Bruce Willis he worked with. Salma Hayek says he was in the movie Fools Rush In. It's just, what I'm not liking is rumors, are swirling, like oh, was he sober? Was he really sober? I, in my heart, believe he was.
Right.
And his body, probably the years of the
Yeah.
substance abuse
Yeah.
just shut
But
down.
even if he wasn't, so like
Right.
everybody, let's be
Right.
honest. So
Right.
even if he
Right.
was
He
not
wasn't.
sober
Right.
at the
You
time
knew.
of his passing,
Yes.
his loss is enormous.
Enormous.
And the loss
Enormous.
doesn't go away because
No.
of the circumstance in which
Are different.
he was
Right.
in fact lost. Do you know what I mean? Like, I
I
just feel
know.
like that's a
Well,
crazy.
you know, all the trolls, and you're like, okay, so if, like you said, if what we're not going to know for a couple of weeks because
Yeah, for sure.
They did say it was cardiac arrest,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that was, you know,
Yeah.
definitely stated in
frankly,
the
I'm
autopsy.
okay with certain things in my life not being any of my business.
Right, none of your business. None of your right. But the fact that he was so honest,
Yeah.
15 times in rehab. I mean, he tried.
Yeah.
He tried.
Yeah.
He did, you know, he spent millions on the rehabs that he went into. And I think just that story alone, his journey, probably will help so many people because he was a celebrity and
Yeah.
had the world by the balls, so to speak.
Right. Right.
And the disease does not discriminate.
It
does not
doesn't. It
discriminate.
doesn't.
And the average Joe will realize, look at him. Okay, I struggled. I got to get back. You know, people aren't going to be like, oh, I got to do it at the first time. I mean, it's just, I just sat there and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I just couldn't believe it. I was shell shocked. I was like, oh my God.
Like just like, and I think that again, you know, because they're larger than life, because they're staples really in our lives. There's like certain actors that are associated with certain shows. When they go, becomes a difficult thing. And I know that this is not like Minded. Obviously, what like Friends is like a phenomenon. I think that one of the actors that passed that just didn't seem real was like Alan Thicke.
Yes.
Remember? It was very much the same. And I was just like, what do you mean he died? Like, what do you mean? He can't die.
I know.
Like,
growing pains.
How could he die? Like, I don't understand. Like, what do you mean? Like, and it was a very abrupt kind of.
Yes, you're right. Yes.
Very like, and we've just become so accustomed to these actors being around and part of our lives and not seen in the fragility of life in general, that I think that this was jarring for a lot of people, especially because he had not been so in the public eye and it didn't seem as if he had currently as many challenges as he had in the past. And so,
well, he did say he does not want to, the first thing, he does not want to be remembered, the first thing for Friends. He wants to be remembered as helping people. And I think that's what he's going to be remembered as. So we're sending thoughts, hugs, love to his family, and giving them the time to heal. But we'll miss his laughs, but we could, you know, Friends, he'll still be with us. He will. All right. I love this story because this probably would be, we're pivoting, happy story. Pivoting would be my second husband, Channing Tatum, Magic Mike. He's engaged to Zoe Kravitz.
Isn't that funny? So
I think it's awesome. Yeah, it's his second marriage and her second marriage. She was married to somebody for only 18 months. He was married to Jenna Dewan. They have a daughter, Everly, I believe. But they were going to a Halloween party. They were dressed up and somebody caught a picture, I guess, the paparazzi of her beautiful ring. So they are engaged. So I'm excited about it.
They are. I like them together. I like him.
Oh,
you know what I mean? I like him. I like her. So hopefully they're good. They're in a good space. And so, you know how like the Kravitz family is this communal kind of thing, and they all like love
him.
Even though
the Rents love him.
The Rents love him. So it's good. And he seems like he's a good guy. Not everybody's good for everyone, so it didn't necessarily work with his first wife. She obviously didn't work out with her first spouse either. So
whatever it is, but I think they're going to be like, they're the next it couple, strong it couple.
Yeah, I think so. I hope so. I mean, they're very private. I mean, I don't see them doing as much. I was even surprised to see them out on Halloween, wherever it is that they were going.
But when they do stuff, they do it big, I believe.
Okay. All right. So we'll look.
I love it. All right, you're gonna love this last one.
Which one?
New Kids on the Block.
They are coming.
Donnie. Who else? Joey, Jordan, Jonathan, Danny. They're going on tour, new
Going
kids,
on tour.
summer of 2024. It is called the Magic Summer Tour.
Oh my God,
Good
God
Morning
bless them.
America, they announced it. I cannot wait. June 14th, 40 cities, New York and LA, and they're gonna have special guests.
They will be here in the
Abdul.
Philadelphia region as well,
Yeah.
so it's good. Yeah.
Yep, Billy, Paula Abdul, and let me see, DJ Jazzy.
Jeff?
Yes.
Oh, that's Philly. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. So all of this very much reminiscent of the 90s, 80s kind of scenario, all of the
My
things that
childhood.
we love. Right. All of the things in which we love, all the things, the nostalgia of it all. It will be women between the ages of 40 and 60 jamming out in
throwing our underwear on
form,
stage.
in true form of, I definitely, we might have to do a This Is It Network.
I'll go. I'm gonna go.
think
My
that
girlfriends want to
we
go,
should-
and I'll be reporting.
We
Listen,
should just tailgate it through.
yeah,
Through. This could be a really,
a good event. If
I have the plan. I'm gonna put that out into the world.
put it out. We're
as
putting
well.
Donnie Wahlberg. If he looked at me, if I tossed my underwear up there, I would run on stage, even if I would get arrested. I love him on Blue Bloods.
Consider it a challenge. Consider it a challenge. Kathy has now called you out, Donald.
Called you out, Donnie Wahlberg. Call me. Seriously. I've got the big girl pants and the thong, so you can decide which one I'm gonna.
I mean, fair enough, fair enough. She's gonna bring spares. I'm done with you, Kathy. You're so wild. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. Kat, again, we started on a somber note. We do our hearts go out to Matthew's family as it relates. And I mean, it's just been a really tough one. And then just again, we're getting ourselves through. Congratulations to Channing. Right. And the whole thing, and Zoe, and being able to figure that out. Great. Yeah. And then New Kids on the Block are now on tour. I mean, she's always given us pop culture on every platform that she's on. Kathy, how can people follow, fan, and like you?
Everything Unfiltered Kathy, Sheld. Everything.
She's so good. She's so good. Please get in touch with her for all things, not only pop culture, but lifestyle. She does a wonderful job as it relates to what to wear, what to buy, and everything in between. So make sure that you pay attention. And for more information on This Is It Network, log on to thisisItTV.com and follow, fan, and like us everywhere you find at This Is It TV. We'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.